Reading one-star anime reviews, One Piece edition. For me, generally, when I speak to people, the One Piece complaints often fall into one of three categories. One, One Piece is too long. Two, the series is badly paced. And three, there are too many flashbacks or too much exposition. I've also heard a handful of people saying they don't like One Piece because the protagonist isn't very smart compared to people like Deku, for instance. So these were the kinds of comments I was expecting to find when I looked into this. I only actually found 19 one-star reviews for One Piece, and I think that in itself is impressive considering there are 539 reviews for One Piece on IMDb. I actually couldn't find enough relevant and non-repetitive one-star reviews for the video, so I ended up checking other low ratings to see if someone would say something different. And I ended up getting as far as the 5-star reviews before I could find something that I could comment on without repeating myself. So I'll add those in at the end. The first review, titled One Piece, reads, "A very long work, and there are fillers and unimportant episodes, just an extension of the work. This is my personal opinion. It's a failed job. There are better anime in all respects." This review falls into one of the three categories I spoke about, and it falls into the first category. Look, if you think One Piece is too long, that's okay. Weird way for you to say you have commitment issues, but that's okay. It's really not by force. We're just trying to help you enjoy the way we have been enjoying for years. But since you lack discipline and cannot commit like a serious candidate, then we will allow you to hold the L. It's actually insane to say that One Piece is a failed job when you look at the stats. Anime aside, One Piece has dominated manga sales over years, decades even, and you don't get to that level of consistent success with poor storytelling and nothing of value within your story. Too long and overrated. I prefer watching the Breaking Bad Skylar singing Happy Birthday 1000 times than watch 1000 episodes of this piece of hot crap. This show is overrated ASF. There are more animes that are better than One Piece. It's better wasting that time on other good animes. They use this show as a form of torture in other countries. And I can't believe people watch this. I feel bad for them. May God bless them. And I hope more people realize how bad it is. This was one of the reviews that made me chuckle because it was just saying that One Piece is bad and they would rather watch Breaking Bad. If you have bad taste, then just say that. There was nothing constructive at all in this review. Every day is overrated, is overrated. You cannot say what makes it overrated. All you can say is overhyped, overrated. Are you not tired? Rest, rest. This person is actually mad because they said they use One Piece as a form of torture in other countries. Do you understand the level of salt? This must be a My Hero Academia fan or something. I just cannot take this review seriously. Wano destroyed the anime. Starting from the best pirate anime ever created to one of the most boring anime I have ever seen. Wano arc is so boring and consuming a lot of time without actual valid reasons. So blind fans will keep dreaming that the anime is still hyped, but as I said, they are blind fans. This is kind of funny because you're trying to say that the fans are blind when in reality the only person that is blind is you. Big One Piece fans know that Kaido is actually one of the first antagonists ever created by Oda for the One Piece series. Kaido was gonna be the main antagonist before the Warlords were ever created. So when you look at things from this perspective, it makes sense why the Wano arc is going to be a bit longer than the other arcs because of what Kaido represents for the story. Kaido was the main antagonist that Luffy was going to fight from chapter 1. Once again, this review, like many others, is vague. It's boring, but you cannot say what makes it boring. What makes it boring? Is it the side quests? Is it the characters? I believe Wano has some of the best characters in the story. Is it the fights? Did you even stick around long enough to see the fights? The fights have been some of the best fights that we've ever seen so far in the anime. Everybody keeps saying, oh, it's hype, it's hype, it's hype. Do you know how hard it is to stay hype about something mid for years of your life, as in you grow from a child to a teenager to an adult, and you are still excited about this one thing, and you want to come and say, it's just hype, it's just hype. Something isn't adding up. Something isn't adding up. For this next one, I've covered out a section that is just pure spoilers and doesn't really add anything to the argument, but it's titled For Balance. Oda does a great job of designing cities, towns, and even unique attires for characters. He's got one shortcoming. He can't draw women. Not at all. He's got 3 faces and 3 body types for women, Everything else is a mix and match from then on. It's been over a decade, so you'd think he would have it down by now. Instead, he's taking on the idea of bigger breasts means nobody will notice all the faces are the same. This show's too long. I'm not talking about the overall story, but being too long. I'm talking about just some of the acts. Did you know in the time it took the Straw Hats to get from Fisherman Island to Zoo that I started college, graduated college, got a job in the field I studied, and put in 8 months to qualify for my 401k with about a month extra to spare? But only about a week has passed in the story. Longest week ever. Not to mention the exposition. Exposition is one of the strong points of One Piece. However, sometimes there's just too damn much. Sometimes we get backstory for characters we will never see again, characters that will not have relevance to the story in the future. Cutting some out of this would probably help shorten some of these arcs. Like we get more information on the war on Sky Island than we did about the background on Enel, a key character. The 401k, is this person talking about his salary? And is this person speaking in dollars? That's one of the first things I'd like to know. I love how this review mentions that Oda is great at designing cities, towns, and even attires. Oda does a good job because he studied architecture in university. The first time I read this comment, I laughed. I had to go and Google female One Piece characters. And honestly, I don't know how I feel about this comment. I'd have to spend a lot more time studying the female characters and their bodies. But the stan in me just wants to disagree completely. This review actually falls into all three categories, especially category 1. It's true. Nobody has ever said you can watch One Piece in one night. One Piece takes their time with their episodes, but I believe this is done intentionally as part of world building and adds to the One Piece experience. Honestly, if you feel like the story is too long and you don't like flashbacks, then I think you should read the manga. But whatever you do, don't give up on One Piece because the One Piece is real. Dropped the anime. The production and the quality of the anime has become so bad, I can't even enjoy the show. I don't know what's wrong with the studio exactly, but I think they need to fix it and work on a solution. I would be happy to see fillers in anime instead of what I'm seeing now in the episodes. Completely disagree with this review, and I'm not sure when this person started watching One Piece or when they stopped, but I believe the quality of the animation has been amazing and it's broken Twitter so many times. One Piece animation has gradually improved through the years, and you can see that if you watch from the beginning. The next review says it contains spoilers, but when I read it, it didn't contain any spoilers. I don't understand how this show has so many positive reviews. I love anime, but this show is just boring. I gave it a shot, watched until the Fishman arc, but then there is just nothing enjoyable about this show. The characters are not likable at all, the mythos of the show makes absolutely no sense, and by far the worst action scenes ever in an anime. A 45-second still shot of a fist and the sound of grunting is not enjoyable to watch. If this was really true, many people would have stopped watching the anime a long time ago. There are so many likable characters in One Piece and they are so diverse. Everybody can find a character, at least one character that they like. Now, when it comes to the sound of the grunting, I can't really comment on that one. But are you sure it's actually coming from the anime and not coming from somewhere else? Watched 60 plus episodes and threw in the towel. I really enjoyed the first few episodes, but then the animation got so poor. Why? I am new to the anime, but think recent shows are better like Vinland Saga and Attack on Titan, complete stories with great themes. This review is so laughable. This person watched 60 episodes of One Piece, which started airing in 1999, and is comparing the anime to Vinland Saga. Vinland Saga that started airing in 2019. Oh. So let's put this into perspective, guys. This person is comparing animation that is potentially 20 years apart, and they're expecting the first 60 episodes of One Piece, which probably aired between 1999 to 2000, to be on the same level and have the same quality as Vinland Saga produced in 2019. See, they say One Piece fans are mad, and then you see people like this, and it makes you question, well, who is really mad amongst us? Slowest anime ever. I am a big fan of Japanese animes like Code Geass, Naruto, DBZ, etc. I started watching this anime since it was one of the most famous ones, but I have never seen an anime this slow paced. Best thing about this anime is that you will never miss the story, because even after missing hundreds of episodes, the story will still be the same. For example, the Whitebeard Pirates arc ran more than the World War One and Two put together. Luffy started to run towards his brother at some point in the anime, even after skipping 50 episodes. He was still running towards his brother. I seriously don't understand how people can watch this anime if they have seen Dragon Ball, which is extremely fast-paced and from the legendary Akira Toriyama. It's a shame that One Piece author claims that he is inspired by Goku from Dragon Ball. If you want to waste time on utterly useless thing, this has to be the one. Trust me, I have wasted my time till now, not anymore. So this review falls mainly into category 2. Again, I think this person has gone into One Piece not having an open mind and not seeing it as its own entity, as its own thing, doing its own thing and going in its own direction. Instead, this person is expecting One Piece to conform to the same format and style of storytelling as the other animes. And when this person notices that One Piece is actually trying to do something different that they are not used to, immediately they dislike it. Now, this is common in the world we live in today. People do not handle or embrace change with open arms, and it takes time for people to adjust. And that's honestly all I see is happening here with this person. I still hold firm in my opinion that One Piece is not a waste of time. One Piece is time consuming and can be slow paced, but One Piece is not a waste of time. Those were the only 1-star reviews I felt were worth mentioning in this video. So let's move on to the 2 5-star reviews I also found. Just goes on and on. I have been watching this show for a long time and it just goes on and on. It has a format. The protagonist finds an island, goes to the island, understands the problem, defeats the antagonist, and then gives the island/kingdom to the rightful heir. It's been like this since the first arc. Also, the author has created so many mysteries and has kept it a mystery for 1006 episodes. It just gets boring after a time. I think this is pretty unfair to say because it can be said about Naruto, for example. You can easily say that Naruto goes, finds the bad guy, beats up the bad guy, and comes back to the village a hero. And that repeats so many times. One Piece is about pirates. Naturally, pirates are gonna explore and gonna go from island to island. It's only logical and makes sense. What else do you expect them to do as pirates? I don't know when mystery has ever been a bad thing. Mystery is one of the best things about the anime community. Mystery is good. It gives you time to theorize. It's more stimulating and it makes the experience more engaging. So you're not given everything on a silver platter. This leaves room for the viewers to explore with their own imagination and use their own brains. The One Piece community has some of the best theorists and it only adds to our enjoyment of the story overall. Bad but not as bad as Hunter x Hunter. Okay, so I've only watched the first 7 episodes and it was horrible. Not as horrible as Hunter x Hunter, however, though admittedly that's not a fair comparison since I've watched the entirety of Hunter x Hunter and only a short fraction of One Piece. I've heard that you only need to watch 10 episodes of One Piece to get hooked. Well, I highly doubt it, even though I only bothered watching 7 episodes. I disliked Hunter x Hunter immensely. The story was bad, the characters and animation were below average despite it not being that old. I'm referring to the second most recent version. I watched Hunter x Hunter from start to finish as the reviews all praised it so highly, but I can personally say that I don't understand that at all, and why it even got a rating above 5 out of 10. I fear that One Piece may play out the same way despite all the high-rated reviews. I'll try not to be fooled again into wasting time, especially with something that's exponentially longer than Hunter x Hunter. Let's be serious right now. This person watched 7 episodes and doesn't like Hunter x Hunter. So this person clearly already has poor taste. I've never met anyone in real life that doesn't like Hunter x Hunter. So this person is very, very sus. It's giving imposter in Among Us. Of all the complaints against One Piece, the only one I actually understand is when they talk about flashbacks and exposition. Because I remember this was something that also caught my attention and annoyed me. But it doesn't really affect me anymore as a manga reader. I'm still going to defend my people and argue that One Piece is inclusive because some people have amnesia and One Piece includes the exposition so that they will feel included. All these complaints that people don't like Luffy because Luffy isn't smart. Does everybody have to be smart? Sometimes just have a big heart and you get far in life. Just say you look down on others. Just say you're judgmental. It's okay. Luffy isn't really that dumb anyway. I'd say Luffy is average. People just want to hate on him because they hate One Piece. Guys, what do you think of all these 1-star reviews of One Piece? Do you agree with any of them, or do you think they are all just haters? Let me know in the comment section down below. Additionally, everybody go and flood IMDb with positive reviews of One Piece because they want to spoil our market. They are very mad. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, comment and subscribe because it really helps the channel. Okay, thank you. Bye.